both feet on the frame and good. Like a square out like some extra corner to write an essay and stuff. Yeah, first
Hi everyone, my name's Emily. I'm in 12th grade at Bristol-Plymouth in the Child Care program.
I'll wait for this.
Hi everyone, I'm Nate and I'm a senior in the Culinary Arts program at Bristol-Plymouth Regional Technical School. Next up, we're thrilled to welcome students from East Bridgewater, Bristol-Plymouth, and Brockton High School as they present their Photovoice projects. These dedicated students have worked hard to capture the powerful photos and created meme captions, all with the goal of raising awareness of the dangers of substance abuse and problem gambling.
Today, they are excited to share their incredible work, take you behind the scenes of their project, and show you how you can incorporate Photovoice into your prevention efforts. So let's give a warm round of applause to the talented students from East Bridgewater, Bristol-Plymouth, and Brockton High School.
There. Don't let it break. I am. Okay. See, what do you think?
Hi, my name is Mia and I'm from East Bridgewater High School. Good morning everyone and thank you for being here today. The 5 of us on this stage come from different schools in diverse cities and towns, yet we are brought together by a shared passion for the Photovoice Project and the work we've accomplished over the past year. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Photovoice Project, it is a powerful prevention initiative that combines photography with storytelling to amplify youth voices, spark community-wide dialogue, and inspire positive change for generations to come. Photovoice is more than just taking pictures. It's a way for individuals and communities to document their experience, perspectives, and challenges in a way that transcends language and culture. This project provides a platform for those whose voices are often unheard, giving them space and power to share their realities with others in a way that words alone cannot capture. Just this last year, 5 Photovoice projects have run at once. 2 around underage substance using prevention, 2 around underage and problem gambling prevention, and 1 around mental health promotion. Throughout this presentation, you will see how the Photovoice project can be adapted depending on your school and community needs, allowing for unique perspective, themes, and outcomes that reflect the voices of those involved.
Hi, I'm Lainey and I'm a senior from East Bridgewater. So what does it look like to be part of Photovoice? At the start, students receive education on a wide range of issues, including social justice, public speaking, and health equity, just to name a few. Throughout these lessons, students are encouraged to take what they have learned and apply it when thinking critically about the issues that their communities face every day. This self-reflection is guided through framing questions, which are used to help photographers decide what to capture and focus their thoughts, reflections, and discussions around a specific topic or issue. These framing questions vary depending on the focus of the individual project, but all require students to respond with a photo and a caption for each question. One of the beauties of this project is how flexible it is depending on the age range of students. Although this project has been transformed to focus on substance use, underage and problem gambling prevention, and mental health promotion, other topics, including but not limited to food insecurity, littering, and bullying, have also found their way into the conversation. This demonstrates how deeply interconnected these issues are within communities and how Photovoice provides a space for participants to explore the broader risk and protective factors that impact their well-being. Not only do the Photovoice participants receive education, but some projects allow for a dedicated event where their caregivers are invited for a fun night out, so they too get a glimpse into the lessons their youth have been learning and are in a better position to support their efforts in creating positive change. Towards the end of the project, students plan and host a community-wide exhibition where caregivers, school staff, and community-wide stakeholders, including elected representatives, are invited to hear from us directly. Our photos and captions are printed and set up almost as an art gallery, so attendees can see and read all of our work, hopefully inspiring them to be catalysts of change once they leave the event. Later on in this presentation, we will discuss in depth the Call to Action and Community Action Project, but first, let's take a look at how exactly Photovoice can be transformed to serve different purposes and missions.
Hi, my name is Claire. I'm a senior at East Bridgewater High School. And this year, Brockton High and East Bridgewater High School both took part in their own 6-week-long substance use prevention Photovoice projects. For Rockland, the project challenged 4 students to think deeper about the risk factors, protective factors, and community-wide attitudes regarding underage substance use and substance misuse in general. Brockton High students were asked to ask the following 3 framing questions. To what extent does substance use impact your community? What increases your likelihood of using substances? And what in your community protects you from using substances? On the left, you will see one example of students' artwork from that project. You may also recognize seeing some of their photos and captions out and about, as these students have performed their work into billboard advertisements alone. The Rockland and Abington line in an effort to spread the word about the missions and vision of the project. For East Bridgewater, I was one of the 14 students who took part in the project during our photography class with a focus on assessing the impact underage drinking has within our community. Each class, we learned not only about photography, ethics, and composition, but also about the potential consequences of underage drinking, including its impact on brain development and how to promote harm reduction in our own lives, as well as the peers and loved ones. The 3 framing questions posed to our group were: to what extent does underage drinking impact your community? How does your community perceive alcohol use? And what does your community need to ensure youth are healthy? The photo and caption on the right, created by me, was one of many showcased at last month's community exhibition.
Shifting away from substance use, we will now look at how this project can be utilized to initiate conversations around underage drinking and problem gambling. This school year, Brockton High and Bristol-Plymouth both took part in the 12-week-long underage and problem gambling Photovoice Project. The goal is to prevent and reduce underage and problem gambling among youth, while also helping youth develop and maintain a healthy lifestyle needed to ensure that they won't develop problems with gambling. Although research shows that youth and adults alike do not perceive gambling as risky of a behavior when compared to substance use, the average age that youth first report gambling is younger than the average age for first use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. With recent legalization of online gambling and sports betting, projects like this are more important than ever in raising awareness about the need for stronger protections, particularly for youth, and gambling landscape continues to evolve. Since October, our groups have taken photos and crafted captions to answer the following questions. What does your community need to ensure all youth can be healthy? What are the places, attitudes, and behaviors related to gambling in your community? And how does underage gambling impact your community? On the slides, you will see a photo on the left taken by Taya and one on the right captured by me. Both of these pieces reflect 2 different interpretations in response of the same prompts, highlighting how progress is made only when we are inclusive of everyone's experiences and embrace differences in perspectives.
Hi, my name is Taya Lesperance, and I'm a senior at Brockton Area. One of the key components of the Underage and Problem Gambling Photovoice Project is the Call to Action and Community Action Project. A call to action, like the title suggests, is a direct message urging people to take specific actions to support a cause, like signing a petition, attending an event, or spreading awareness. It encourages everyone to do their part and get involved however they can to make a difference. A community action project is another way of describing a service learning project, where people work together to take action as one means of solving a problem in their community, like organizing a campaign or cleaning up local areas. The call to action for Brockton High Photovoices project is to address the need for support and promote the interest of aging elders with mental health conditions. Our group felt that it is important to address the problem older adults have when accessing needed mental health services and opportunities for intergenerational connection, especially when considering how mental health changes intersect with at-risk gambling activity. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, elders now more than ever need opportunities for connection and empowerment, which is something often left out of the community-wide conversations and initiatives. Youth will address their call to action through their community action projects centered around Mental Health Awareness Field Day with the Brockton Council on Aging. During the Mental Health Awareness Field Day, our group will lead stations that will promote social emotional awareness and adaptive coping skills through various physical, intellectual, and creative activities. We will also take the time to promote various behavioral health care services within the region that aging adults can get connected to for themselves and or a loved one. While our groups tackle serious topics like problem gambling disorders, substance use, and health inequities, we found creative ways to make youth prevention both fun and engaging. Photovoice not only inspires those capturing the photos, but also leaves a lasting impact on the audience and everyone involved in the process. If any of what we shared today sparked your interest, we encourage you to reach out to someone from the High Point team to learn more about how you can bring Photovoice to your school and make a difference in your community. Thank you.